Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Misoga Goya's Mandarin Orange branch, which I've also done live, but I've decided to add this in the bouquet. So yeah, because of that, now I have gave myself no option than to make a tutorial. Obviously, I can't send people. It is still a free file. I'm just adding it to the bouquet. So yeah, it's still a free file. I've just used it. You have leaves. You will have 2 leaves of the same size. Okay, this is not the same size, but this is how it ended up. I don't know what happened. So be it. But the idea is the same. You have a flower template. And you have the stamen. Now, you can do a tree. I'm going to end up making a tree, so you can do a small one. Then I would suggest to do half of the leaves for a small branch and half of the flowers for a small branch as well. If you want to make a bigger branch, then I would suggest to use everything, just one sheet for one branch. I hope that's clear. So one branch, one big one for, I don't know, decoration table or whatsoever. And I'm cutting everything I have provided into to make 2 small branches. I haven't colored this one yet, and I also ran out of brown, and I also just found out that it's green, so just use green floral tape. I know. So I have to paint these. So I have created 2 of them for one sheet, as you can see. And then I just made one with 1 orange, one with 3, and I have more. I want 2. So I'm gonna show you one with 1. So let's start with start. If you do not have ink like me, then I would suggest to just use ink pads for the stamen first. Just color the tip, shade the tip, both sides, okay, before you attach them. Let's start with that. And have a wire that's about 7 centimeters or 6, you know, so you always have space to play with when attaching and making a branch. And because this is a small workshop for that thingy, and then I already would have suggested you to start with the Joey and the Joya. So yeah, you should know that by now. And so I have used 7 centimeter, and that's like 2.5. It's like 3.5 inch. Okay. And I'll just use green then. And this time, if you are having trouble with just attaching the stamen template to the wire, just plain wire, then I would suggest to cut a piece of the floral tape, just a small piece. I have glue here. Add some glue there. You see? And then wrap it around the wire, like 1/2 centimeter or something. So just the tip that you place glue on, en het gedeelte waar je dus lijm op heb geplakt. There. Hold it here. Press. Stretch it. And that's how floral tape works. Then all the glue on the tape will release. And then just roll it. And you have to press hard while rolling it, okay? Press. Press. A couple of times on the same spot. Een paar keer hetzelfde plek. En dan als je daar klaar mee bent, naar beneden. And then you go downwards. Okay, this is for the people who are having trouble attaching the stamen without the tape. But you can attach it without. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it for that it is. I'm not using tape, so I'll be showing you. So before you attach it, make sure you already have colored the stamen with ink pads or whatsoever that you would like to use. Just the tip with yellow. And then I'm applying glue. The strip. You can also just place it on a piece of paper if you think that's easier. And then just apply glue there in the strip. Just like that. Take it off. And then the same as with floral tape, you just do 2 stamen thingy over the wire, press it, hold it tight, and then start rolling. This is without, and you have, even if you have done floral tape, you have to do this too. Then maybe it's more secure. And I have a lot of space of the wire. As you can see, it's like 1 centimeter, like half an inch or something above the thing. And then press while rolling. You have to press. You have to use pressure. Goed aandrukken terwijl je aan het rollen bent. Okay? And then we're just gonna separate gently, not too much, the stamen. Or you can leave it compact, whatever you want. And now we have here the flower templates, which I'm just gonna quill with my bamboo skewer that I just recently used. Here. Then I'm gonna use my embossing tool, which I'm gonna quilt just the center first. There. Als je in Nederland komt, dit hebben ze bij Bruna. Dit heb ik bij de Bruna vandaan. And then you go up and down, just the tip of the template. Make it cup. And you lift it up. And eventually it will get flattened anyways. It's just a matter of time, but it should last for some time before it does. It's still paper. Okay? And if you like that more, if it's easier for you, you can use either glue gun to attach them together. But I will just use tacky glue. But if you think it's easier for you, just use glue gun. Goes even faster. So what I would do if I were you, if you want to make, I would do all the stamen first. Start with that. And then all the flower petals. Start with that. Okay? Don't do this one by one because it just takes longer. Just gently pull it up. Not too hard or else you'll just pull the whole thing out. And there you go. I'm using ink, and that's why I said if you don't have this ink, it's ink, and I would not recommend acrylic either because it's just gonna stick together. I have this ink. It's called Giavana, Javana, and it's liquid. And I'm just gonna color the top. That's it. And then as soon as you have done all the stamens en all the flower templates, dus zodra je alle meeldraden hebt voorbereid en alle bloemblaadjes of bloemdingen, dan zou ik ze aan elkaar plakken. And if you do that, I have this container which I'm using for this one, and it annoys me that there's glue everywhere. Oh, but luckily this is acrylic paint, so it's easy to get rid of. Yeah, I brought this with me from Asia, so I have this thing here, and then I just let them rest there, as you can see. So, and also the leaves, just have 2 leaf templates, same size. Please don't. Hetzelfde formaat. Bij mij is het alleen zo afgelopen dat, of zo gelopen dat ik een of andere manier ja, zo uitkleef. Maar dat maakt niet uit. Apply glue on both sides there. And then have a large leaf wire. It's like twice the size of the template of the small one. And then you just place the wire in the center and place the other template on top. Okay, so that's it. See, even my template doesn't match the size. The idea is still the same and you won't notice it anyways. That's it. So, do all the leaves. As you see, I have done here too. There. And because I like to have dimension and color mine to make it more lifelike, I always color, most of the time, sometimes I don't, with green. Wait, let me clean this. It's not really clean, it's very yellow, but that's okay. You need dark green for this. So, and I'll just color them like this. Hold on, I have here a special bottle for this. I do just use the cup, fill it with water, and here, to make it wet. So I'm gonna mix dark green and I'm just gonna color it, and then you'll have shades of green, and that will give you extra dimension. And just place it in there. You see, this dries very easily because it's just watercolor, and they will end up and if you don't do it too much water, it dries even faster. So the less water you use, the faster they get. The faster they dry. So done that. And if you want to create a lifelike one, I would recommend doing this because, it will get rid of the paper, paper feeling, paper look. Of course, if you come too close, you still will see it's paper. So, but from a distance, it will look like. I'm also a bit bummed because I just filmed today 3 parts of my vase, and yeah, I accidentally deleted part 2, and part 2 was the part where I showed how to attach them, and so there's no point. I had to throw everything, delete everything, and have to cut everything out again and start a new one, so a bit bummed about that. Oh well. That's extra work I have to do again. Here. So I'm making a tiny tree, and if you want to make a big tree, then you can use one sheet for every template that I've given for one branch. But I just divided them by 2 and made small branches, 2 small branches. There. There you go. And there you go. So that's that. And I'm just gonna throw this in the thingy that I have there. There. Clean the brushes a bit. There. Okay. That's that for the thingy. And now for the styrofoam bowl. You can use as big or as small as you want. I have used this like a tiny one, so it's like a bit more than an inch and a quarter, I think. So this is ongeveer 1.5 inch, I think. Yeah, 1.5 inch. And this is like 3,5 centimeter in diameter, geloof ik. And you just press it. And again, you can use small, big, bigger. That's up to you. And then I have here, I'm gonna cut off a wire, getting a bit longer than thingy because I want some space, some length to play with when attaching it to the branch. I mean, if it's short, that's okay, but still it's much easier. I'm gonna use my bent nose plier. I'm gonna bend the wire around the thingy there, as you see, and then you get this. Okay, I'm gonna make the hole a bit smaller by pinching it together there, and then I'm gonna bend it forward just like that and create kind of a hook. And then look for the middle, insert it just like that. And I'm gonna do an easy one this time, much faster. So I'm just gonna take this tape, this kind of paper tape, you know, cut a piece off, and I'm gonna attach it there so it can't move. There. There you go. Now I did not have orange, so I have just mixed yellow, which I barely use. As you can see, it's a yellow bottle, and then used a tube of red acrylic paint. And I'm just gonna paint it. Much easier than with floral tape. I like the floral tape more, but I think you will need more practice for that. So if you would like to try and you would like to know why, then give it a try. I'm not, it's in the YouTube video. It's there, have a look. There. And then just color it orange with acrylic paint. This is the fast and easy way. And I hope for you that your styrofoam bowl is smooth. Mine isn't really. And that's why I like to cover it with floral tape rather. But this will do fine. And just be careful. I'm going to place it in here. Just be careful that you don't touch them together. There. So I have one here that I made on my YouTube channel. One with everyone. The one with tape. And I'm going to color that one again. Same orange, or else I'll have different orange. And this one, a bit black. Here. I hope you guys can see. Oh no, you can't see me. Oh, it's out of screen. Oh well, I'm just painting. Anyways. For you guys to see. Ah! Okay, this is what I hate. And then I messed up. Okay, this is why you have to do that before. Oh well. Happens. It happens. There. So that's painted. Et voila. One here. I'm gonna paint this one later when it's attached because I have to show you guys. Because it's gonna be a real mess. Paint another layer. This was just one layer. So let's do it again. Okay. I have here makeup wipes, facial wipes, and I just clean my hands before everything gets messy. So we use brown. I clean with advice to just use green. It's better. I have green, but no idea where it is. Oh, here it is. No, just painted brown paint. Or, no, I have to continue with brown because I already made everything brown. So, this is not even brown, this is purple. But I don't have brown anymore. So, guys, just use brown, okay? Green. Goodness. Did I show you? Yes, I showed you. Gonna off. Put this away. Don't need that anymore. So this branch, because I already have like 1, 2, 3, and I'm just gonna do 2. But the one is still wet, so I'm gonna show you one. And I'll attach the one later. And for this, you will need a heavy wire. This one is 1.2. You're really gonna need that because, or else it will be maybe too heavy and then you won't hold it. So again, just gonna attach the tape as I showed you before.